So we really believe in a promise that God has given to this place that the nations of the earth are going to come because of what God is about to do. Amen? And so there's something from a media standpoint of beginning to seed the nations with what we believe God has promised in this place so the nations will know what they're coming to. And so we've been doing a lot of things with lights and everything like that just to be able to try to make it the best live service for you as well as the best media experience for those who are watching with us from around the world. That was one of the great benefits with Alice and Pete and Peter and Chris and Sarah from Media Revival TV is now all of our services, our Wednesday nights, our Sunday mornings, all of our special services and conferences are now in 109 nations. And so it's not just about what we're doing here, it's about what God is doing there through the blessing that God is releasing here. Isn't that awesome? Can we just give the Lord praise for that? And for those of you who don't know, the way that came about was, remember the Sunday that Dustin made the announcement that we needed help with media, but his mic didn't work? We needed help with sound, but we have, it was a great I don't know if he did it on purpose, but that's a great marketing tool. He didn't. Well, 2 days later, of course, Alice has a dream of this train that's beginning to leave the station and saw their truck as one of the cars connected to this locomotive. And we met that week, and then just things started happening. And even this past week, not only have they set up a full director suite and a television studio, but they've also moved the ministry of Radio Air Jesus here now as well. And I'm telling you, listen, this is amazing. Amazing. In fact, Thursday is International Day. There's programming going into China, Chinese-speaking radio programs. Where else, Alice? Where are some of the other places? Brazil. But right now, through the ministry of Radio Air Jesus and Media Revival TV, again, God is just doing something in and throughout the earth. And what happened was God has not allowed me to go back and look at the past promises related to this property up until this week. But this past week, I felt like a Daniel looking at the prophecies of Jeremiah. We needed to go back and understand what God had said. And Michael actually forwarded to me some of the transcriptions that Paula Harris had put together of past conferences that had happened. And the very first one that I pick up in the first paragraph, it talks about, you don't know it yet, but there's supposed to be a radio and a television ministry here. You know what I love doing? I love just listening to what God tells us to do and being obedient, not knowing what's going to come of it, and then just watching how God puts all these wonderful pieces together. Isn't that incredible? Man, that is our God. That is our God. But I want to welcome you home this morning. I want to welcome you home. And I want to welcome, this is not welcome you to Kingsway or this facility. I want to welcome you home. And our prayer and our hope is that every time you come into these doors, you really do feel like you're at home.